A Grand Rapids brewery is joining the cause to help Ukraine.
This week, Brewery Vivant will be debuting a new beer called Anyuta, with all the proceeds going to benefit the country. Max Goldwasser live in studio now with details. Max?
Yeah, guys, you can see the label right here. It is inspired by Ukraine's crest, the colors of the flag, blue and yellow. It was cool to see it in person, but even better, there's the story behind the name and why the brewery's owner says this is a cause that hits close to home.
Inside one of these tanks is where Ukraine's next aid package ferments.
This is the Ukrainian crest, and that's their colors.
A 10-barrel batch of rye farmhouse ale, the sales of which will benefit the country in its fight against Russia.
It's hard to not feel sympathetic to what's happening and wishing we could help more. And this was the one thing that we thought we could do, to use our craft to try to help in the best way we could.
Jason Spalding is the CEO of Brewery Vivant, and like many others, he wanted to have a positive impact on the war. But for him, that battle cuts a bit deeper. His grandmother, Anyuta, is from a village just outside the capital city of Kyiv, and her side of the family is still over there.
What's interesting, in Ukrainian, they don't have the sound for a J, so my name's Jason. But one of the kids is named after me that I've never met before. But someday maybe I'll meet them, I'm not sure.
Spalding says Anyuta would have been devastated to see everything that's going on. She and her husband moved to the States after World War II, working on a farm near Coldwater, but her pride for Ukraine never left.
We would have meals and stuff there, and we'd all be around the table, and also my grandmother would just stand up on a chair and just start belting out the Ukrainian national anthem. And my grandfather had heard that so many times. He was kind of done with it, but we all enjoyed it. But it could come at a drop of a hat. You just never knew.
Anyuta is no longer with us, but her story lives on. And now, her name will too, right on the label. The beer is a rye malt base. The special flavor comes from loaves of freshly baked Ukrainian-style bread donated by Field and Fire Bakery in Grand Rapids.
They're loaves, they're kind of square, they weigh like 4 pounds each. So he specially baked a dozen loaves for us. 11 of them made it into the batch. We had to sample one, but it really affected the beer a lot.
Spalding says all the money made off this beer will be donated to UNICEF. He calls it a small contribution, but he's happy to help and honor his grandma in the process.
She wasn't necessarily a beer drinker, but she supported everything I did, and I think she'd be pretty proud to know that we're at least helping. And this might have been the beer that I could actually get her to try, but I guess we'll never know.
I have a feeling Grandma Anyuta would have liked this one. And if you want to try it for yourself, Spalding says the plan is to have the beer packaged tomorrow. Goes on sale Thursday. A 4-pack of 16 cans will cost you $13.99. You can also get it on tap. Live in studio, Max Goldwasser, Fox 17 News.